The stock market and crypto have taken massive hits over the last few days. Now this has been building up, right? Over the last couple of months, we've started to see a downtrend, but the last couple of days, we've really seen it dip hard. And so a big question I'm getting is, when are we gonna see the dip in real estate? And to answer that question, we're gonna have a little bit of a history lesson. So at the end of 2019 and going into 2020, we're starting to see the market, slow down a little bit in the real estate market, and it started to soften. But when COVID hit, we saw the market take a fast dip and then recovered very, very quickly in about May of 2020. And the government overcorrected in ways that they probably shouldn't have within the real estate space. What they did was they started to lower interest rates to historic low levels. And in a housing market that was already hot and that was already moving, that was something that we probably didn't need to do. And we definitely didn't need to do it as long as we did. So now with inflation going rampant, the government said, hey, we need to really kick things up into gear and find a way to curb inflation. So what they did is they increased interest rates a lot. In a lot of cases, more than double. And now we've really started to see that affect the housing market. And maybe not the way that you're thinking in terms of big, hard price drops, but homes are starting to sit on the market a little bit longer. We're starting to enter a more normal, a more balanced market. But still today, we're in a seller's market. But again, that is starting to shift. And now to go back and answer the question, are we gonna see this big correction within the real estate market? And I think the answer to that is no. Here in Utah County, in the first quarter of 2022, we saw anywhere between a 10 to 15% increase in prices. So even if we were to see an additional 10% decrease in price over the next few months, that would still mean we had about a 5% increase in price. The government isn't gonna say that, hey, 2022, we had a 5% increase in house pricing. They're gonna say, we saw a 10% decrease. People are losing thousands of dollars in the price of their home. And although technically true, it's really not a fair assessment, because these arbitrary decreases in prices, if they happen, really aren't gonna hurt the majority of people. They'll really only hurt the people who bought, right at the very peak. But, again, debatably, those people, their monthly payments aren't gonna vary. They lose a little bit of arbitrary value. So with all that being said, yes, I think we'll have the market soften up, and yes, we might even see some price drops, but I don't think it's gonna be anything drastic. I don't think it's gonna vastly hurt the majority of consumers. I think it'll affect a little bit for some people, but the market as a whole will stay strong, and I think values will continue to stay strong. If this video is valuable for you, like and subscribe. We'd love to keep in touch.